Good morning, everybody. Joe Chacho here. Happy Thursday, everybody. Before I get going, Jay says we've got some new agents and a lot of people signing up right now, so I'm going to give them about a minute or so to get on. But everybody to know is that there's always ways to make extra money in what you do. Prosperity has a program. America has a program, as well as Sagicor. You can get these on the back office under carrier bonuses. So you should all have access to the back office. If you don't, call Jay today or call up Brian today, and they'll give you access to the back office to where you can see these flyers. But just to kind of tap on it, because I still see people logging in. Prosperity's got one from now until April 19th, a 10% bonus on your first year business. Sagicor has it from February 1st all the way through June 30th. Anything you write, they give you a 15-point bonus on their No Labs UL or on their term. So whatever commission you're at now, they're going to give you an additional 15%. And then Americo has their program. It's called the You First, to where you write $35,000 of issued business between now and May 31st. They're going to give you an 8% bonus on the money that you submit. So let's just say, for simplicity, you net out $40,000 net. They're going to give you 8% of that, which is $3,200 on top of whatever commission we put you at. So think about that. There's just additional ways for you guys to make money. My thought process when I was out pounding the pavements, what I did was that I used that money, marked it towards buying my leads or paying for my car payment or paying for some gas. So I always looked at using that money as bonus to pay an expense to help me out to where I wasn't like, a cat chasing our tail a lot of times. So, okay, let me crank this up. I see a lot of people on the call. Hey, how many new agents have you counted that are on the call now? They said about 15 to 17 new agents. So what's happening is that we're doing a lot of new and different things, okay? Monday's call, I've got a gentleman named by Jim on the phone, a gentleman I teamed up with to do a GI term product, guaranteed issue term product, ages 18 to 75. We're probably going to use it between the 18 and 45. Is priced right. It's a sweet program. Oxygen, wheelchair, no matter what your client's situation is. And here's something else nice about it: is level commission for the entire term of the policy, and also you have no Social Security that is needed. So if you work in an area where there's a lot of people that are not U.S. citizens, you have the opportunity to offer them protection for their families and do it that way there. Now, the guys will be on the call Monday. I don't want to go through all of it now, but be on the call Monday, 10 o'clock. And there's two gentlemen named by Jim. They're going to go over everything with you. And, again, have any notes, you're going to do a *2 to open you up. You guys should have already received something from Jay or Heather on how you can sign up online for this program here. So be on the call Monday. Okay. What I kind of want to think about today and talk about today is that, like, right now, you are a whole baseball team. You are the pitcher, first baseman, you're the shortstop, you're everything. So what you got to do is think about is that you have got to learn how to play all the positions as a baseball player. When you're on third base, you got to get that hot grounder. You got to throw that ball from third to first, so you got to have a good arm. If you're playing left field and a guy hits one deep in the field, you got to make sure your arm is loosened up to where you throw that ball to home plate. If you're a catcher and a guy's on first and he's stealing, you got to know how to get up, throw off the and just that ball to second base. Speed. It's what we do, guys, when it comes to filing expense. You've got to know how to play all the positions you're in right now. You've got to know how to make a phone call to somebody, make a call. You've got to know how to set an appointment. You've got to know how to door knock, overcome objections, know your underwriting, know the carriers, have all your information in front of you. So everything that you do as an independent insurance agent, you've got to be a player on your own team. So in other words, if the pitcher's not throwing right, the team's not going to do too well because the opponents are going to start hitting doubles and triples and home runs. So you've got to do thought process as a pitcher. You've got to know how to overcome objections. So this is something that I'm going to tell you right now. You've got to learn these things and constantly be practicing them. Spoke to an agent yesterday. He says, "Oh, Joe, how much should I practice? Should I practice an hour a day, or should I do it for just a week and then, kind of just go on autopilot?" Here's my thought process. No matter what you do, you need to practice all the time. And when you feel you mastered it and you've done better, practice more. Because what ends up happening is you get to be complacent. You think you know everything. You think you're all that in a bag of chips. And what ends up happening, new things are coming out. You're not on board. How many of you guys know about the e-apps that are on the back office? New things are coming out. New things that you don't know about how to overcome objections. These are things that you've got to stay on top of. How often you go to YouTube and look up how to overcome an objection? I can't afford it. I want to think about it. How many of you actually go the extra mile to do what you got to do to be more successful? My job, Heather's, Jay's, Brian, and now that I've picked up with Henry on Medicare, our job is to give you guys all of the tools that you need to make money. The purpose of these calls is to help you guys, and actually, I enjoy doing them, okay? It's something that keeps me in tune on what's going on, so when you call me. Now, it's playing the position of a baseball team. You got 9 people on the field. Each player on that field has their own position, their own area they've got to cover, know, and how to do it. They've got backup pitchers that are in the bullpen. They've got extra pitchers, extra players in the dugout. So if somebody gets hurt, somebody gets injured, somebody's not doing well, coach says, "Okay, you come on in." Now, what position are you? Are you the pitcher, the catcher, or are you the coach? Are you the manager? Are you the first base coach? You've got to sit and think that what we do, you've got to know how to play every position on the field. So when you're in a home, your mind's going to know exactly what to do. Now, agents have called me. They've called Heather. They've called Jay. Everybody wants to do things their own way, and that's fine. Everybody's got their own style. Whatever your style is your style. What I'm going to recommend today are some things that I'm going to ask you to entertain and factor into your style to try to tweak what you do and to look at things differently than what you're doing now. Because agents have called Heather, Jay, and I complaining, "Joe, people don't answer their phone. Joe, the leads are no good." My philosophy is this here. When I started, we didn't call to make appointments. Okay, that wasn't something that wasn't popular back in the days. We used to door knock. We used to go to every house, say, "Hello, my name is Joe. You sent this card in, blah, blah, blah." And what you want to do is that you want to do things the old-fashioned way. People do not answer their phones like they used to before. People only had a home phone or an office phone. They didn't have cell phones. We had beepers, but a beeper didn't say nothing but a number. So when the leads you feel are not working because people are not answering, please don't complain that they're not working. I'm going to ask you, get off your butt and go knock on the doors, okay? The people want the information. "Well, Joe, I'm going to do it next week. I got things I got to do." Listen, you're a baseball player, and you're in the bullpen. The coach says, "Mister, you got to go. Get a lead." You got to think about, I got to come out of the doggone bullpen and I got to start calling on people or door knocking. My thoughts are, call. If they don't answer, knock. And believe it or not, a pretty smile, a happy smile, a well-distinguished agent at somebody's door, standing back a proper space away, you're going to get into more houses and you're going to start seeing that the leads are good. You're just doing things a little bit differently. So think about and tweak what you're doing. Number 2, when you need me, call the office, okay? When you call my cell phone, I'm either with Jay or Heather or on the phone or I'm sitting in the back with Henry. I don't have my cell phone with me, so if you're with a client, call. Yesterday, Emily called the office. She was with a client. She said, Joe, I got this situation, I got this situation, I got that situation. She had a client who had COPD and was on insulin. The client wanted immediate benefits. She said, Joe, I've got this carrier, this carrier, this carrier. I said, Emily, I said, the carriers you've got, trans, you answer 2 to those questions there, they get a graded. You get this carrier, they get a graded. This carrier, they get a modified. I said, Emily, I said, what about Liberty Bankers? You have Liberty Bankers? No, Joe, I don't have it. What Jay did was that Jay emailed her all the information for Liberty Bankers, sent her the application, the worksheet, and she's with a client. She's not at home dilly-dallying. She's sitting with a client. She wrote it up. He sent her the phone number to call, and she wrote the application that fast because she called me. Take advantage of me when you're at home and you're unsure. Tell the client, let me call up my supervisor, the vice president, whatever title you feel comfortable giving me. And from there, I'm going to ask you what carriers you have, how the client health is. By her making that phone call, she was able to make a sale. What the face amount was, I don't know. What I gave her quotes on was a 10, 12, and 15, so I'm going to rightly assume it was one of those there. So call me at the office. If you do have my cell phone, that's fine, but put Office Joe, Cell Joe, and call the office. Okay? Agent called Monday wanting to know about something I spoke about on a call when it came to, here, brother, come on in. Come on in. Okay. It's my daily postman. With the net spend, I've got the net spend information on did you know on the back office, okay? There's a code you put in. You're going to text a certain number, put some words in there, and hit send from the client's phone, and it's going to give you the client's checking account information as well as their routing information. Think about this here. You're in a house being a client. You're not sure how to do this. You're not sure how to do that there. When you're unsure about something, either remember it or write it down. A client can't see you writing upside down, okay? When you're with a client, have you signed up for Medicare with us? Have you signed up? Have you called Henry to talk about Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, Humana, United Healthcare, WellCare, Aetna? We've got everyone. We're in 32 states already. Henry worked with United Healthcare for 22 and a half years, started off as an agent, went into management for the last 13 years, overseeing 12 counties in Florida, #1 manager in Florida. Take advantage of us. Again, I'm giving you the tools to make money. Every county, every state has got different commission levels, so I'm not going to go with the commission levels. Everybody is the same. If Henry goes out and writes something, I write something, Jim writes something, whoever writes something makes the same commission if you're in the same area. So think about it. It is called added money. It's lifetime benefits, and it's a way to open up a conversation with a client, okay? There's rules on what you can say, what you can't say, blending the Medicare with the final expense. So that's something we got to go over with on a different call. So get involved with Medicare Advantage. It's easy, simple, and here's the nice part. There's no monthly plan premiums. You don't have to ask for a voided check. They're gonna ask you what's their copay, is the doctor in the network, do they have the Silver Sneakers plan, which is a gym program, and they sometimes ask you, is there a dental vision? Okay, all you got to do is know that stuff there. And what's going to happen is that once you offer it to one client, they're going to tell their friends about it, and you're going to start making more sales. When you get more in tune with it, now you're going to know about LIS, which is low-income subsidy, to help people out on their prescriptions. So consider it, and I'm going to ask you, I think I'm going to tell you, call Henry, because if you don't start doing this now, you're missing the boat, because another agent is going to come into your house that you sold, that you bought a lead, offer them a Medicare Advantage, and they're going to take your life insurance. Not all the time, but there's a great possibility because people like doing business with one person, and that one person will be you. Okay. Now, in the back office, Heather and Jay and Brian have worked very hard to put an agent sales manual back there for you. Just one click, got about 15 different items in there on when you get paid, how you get paid, cheat sheets on client's health. They got COPD and insulin. Where do they go? It's something that is a encyclopedia that either you can put on your notebook, your iPad, your computer, carry it with you, or me, old-fashioned, I have it all printed out. Even though I have an iPad, I have it all printed out because I'm from the old school, and I go through this stuff here. Okay? Print this stuff out is part of being a good player. Okay? Print this stuff out so where you know exactly what it is. The stuff we hear today is featured on the workshop calls. Things we talk about on the workshop calls, Brian made up a certain tab, not a certain tab, made up another tab with that stuff there that you can go to. I think there's about 7 or 8 different topics in there already. Okay, lastly, everybody has the opportunity to get our little FE cost, which is a final expense rate calculator. You can do anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000 depending on the carrier. You're going to put the client's age, their gender, smoker, non-smoker, face amount, either level, guaranteed, graded, or simplified issue, which is the higher amounts like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 up to $100,000. All you got to do is hit submit. It's going to give you all the carriers we have for you to pick from. Okay. Some of our carriers you got to have E&O. Some of the carriers you don't have to have E&O. But what it's going to do is going to give you a starting point of which one is the least expensive after you've done your underwriting, after you've asked them some questions, and after you ask them how they're going to pay. Agent called me 2 days ago and said, Joe, I want to put this client with Transamerica because they've got the actual Direct Express card. I said, okay, let's do it. So he started telling me about the health questions. They had cancer 3 years ago. Transamerica's got a 4-year look back on cancer. He couldn't do it. So, well, I got Foresters. Can I put him with Foresters? I go, no. Foresters does not have the Direct Express. I've got all the carriers with Direct Express written down for you guys at your fingertips. So either you call me and I tell you, or you go to this little list and it's going to point you in the right direction for what you need. So, at the cost, you don't have it, get with Jay or Brian. You don't have access to the back office, which gives you all the information we talked about, all the cheat sheets, the agent manuals, all the did you knows. Get with these guys here. Medicare Sups, Medicare Advantage, a 5-minute phone call with Henry. Our phones are now working. I don't want to say it too loud. Our main numbers are working. The toll-free numbers are working. There was some mess up with our phone carrier. Everything is working. So call Henry about the Medicare. He's just going to go over it with you, explain to you how simple it is. You got to do some certifications, yet it is available to you to start rocking and rolling. The extra commission, Marico, Sagicor, and Prosperity, if you got to make a choice who to go with, maybe you want to go one of those carriers there to make some additional commission. I've got the gentleman coming on the phone Monday about that new GI term product, primarily used from 18 to 45. No health questions at all, no Social Security needed at all. Level commission all the way across the board. It's not like now you get a big commission and then your commission drops years 2 through 5 and sometimes it goes away. This one here is level all the way across the board. That makes it sexier. And there's no chargebacks. I forgot to say there's no chargeback, so I don't want to steal all the thunder from these gentlemen here. So be on the call Monday. I appreciate it. Today, when you're sitting, driving around, windshield time, ask yourself, what position am I going to play today? Am I going to be the coach, telling myself what to do? Am I going to be a better pitcher on my presentation? Am I going to be a better first baseman where I know how to catch a ball? Am I going to be a better batter? Am I going to know how to swing properly? Swinging on when to reply to a client. When a client says something to you, your prices are too high, are you going to argue that point there, or are you going to spend what you have and say this, this, and this? These are the things that are going to make you a better final agent, a better agent in general, a better player, more importantly, money in your bottom pocket or your pocket. Make you feel a lot better, and your confidence level will go up when you make it more money. So with that said, guys, I appreciate it. Give us a call. Henry's waiting for your phone call. If you don't have access, call Jay. Always have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
The moderator has left the conference.